Welcome to our journey into the life of the astonishing artist, Pablo Picasso. Born in Spain in the late 19th century, Picasso's influence in the art world was nothing short of revolutionary. As one of the most significant artists of the 20th century, he was a leading figure in the creation of Cubism. With a staggering output of approximately 50,000 works in various mediums, Picasso's artistic prowess was truly prodigious. His creativity knew no bounds, constantly reinventing styles and techniques. Now let's delve into the fascinating life of this creative titan. Pablo Picasso's journey began in 1881 in the vibrant country of Spain. Born with a long string of names, he eventually settled on simply Picasso as his signature. From a young age, he displayed prodigious talent for drawing, a spark of the genius that was to come. Picasso's early years were spent in Barcelona and Madrid, where he began his artistic career. His first brushes with the canvas were impressive, and it was clear that he possessed an extraordinary skill for capturing the world around him. The young artist was driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to experiment, characteristics that would come to define his prolific career. Picasso was not just a painter, but an inventor, a revolutionary. His imagination was boundless, his creativity relentless. From the very beginning, Picasso was never afraid to push boundaries, to challenge conventions, to see the world in a different light. His early works already hinted at the innovative approach he would later bring to the art world. Even in these formative years, Picasso was not just imitating life, but transforming it, molding it into something entirely new. As Picasso's talent blossomed, so did his ambition. He was eager to explore, to learn, to grow. Barcelona and Madrid were just the beginning. The young artist was ready to take on the world, to make his mark on the canvas of history. A young Picasso, already showing promise, was about to enter the world stage. The city of love, Paris, beckoned Picasso in his early 20s. Leaving behind the familiar landscapes of Barcelona and Madrid, Picasso ventured into the heart of France, seeking new inspiration and a fresh start. This move marked a crucial turning point in his artistic journey, opening doors to a world of diverse artistic influences and innovative ideas. In Paris, Picasso opened his own studio, a small space that would soon become a cradle of extraordinary artistic evolution. Here, under the soft glow of the Parisian lights, Picasso's art began to transform, giving birth to periods that would forever mark his career. The first of these was the Blue Period, aptly named for the melancholic shades of blue that dominated Picasso's work during this time. His paintings from this period reflected themes of poverty, loneliness, and despair, often featuring gaunt figures and desolate landscapes. Following the Blue Period came the Rose Period, a stark contrast to the somber blues. This period saw Picasso's palette brighten with the warmer hues of orange and pink. His subjects too shifted from the sorrowful to the serene, capturing the beauty of circus performers and harlequins. But Paris had more to offer Picasso. It was here that he created one of his most famous paintings, Les Demoiselles d'Avignon. This work is considered a seminal piece in the history of modern art, marking a departure from traditional forms and perspectives. The painting's bold fragmentation of the human form and its unabashed exploration of female sexuality were both groundbreaking and controversial. Through each stroke of his brush, Picasso was not merely creating art. He was challenging conventions, pushing boundaries, and redefining what art could be. His time in Paris was not just a period of artistic growth, but a profound transformation that would shape the course of his career and the wider world of art. The city of Paris was the crucible where Picasso's artistic genius truly began to shine. A new art movement was about to be born, with Picasso at its helm. As the 20th century dawned, Picasso, in collaboration with Georges Braque, was about to shake the foundations of traditional art. This was the birth of a new art movement, Cubism. Cubism was not just another style, it was a revolution. It shattered the conventional norms of art, rejecting naturalism and instead embracing abstraction. Picasso and Braque challenged the very perception of reality, breaking apart objects and reassembling them in an abstracted form. This was a stark departure from the traditional perspective, where objects were portrayed from a single viewpoint. In Cubism, an object was depicted from multiple viewpoints, creating a fragmented and geometric representation. Picasso's journey into Cubism can be divided into two major phases. The first, known as analytic Cubism, was characterized by the deconstruction of objects into geometric shapes, often resulting in monochromatic compositions. His works during this period were like visual riddles, complex and intricately detailed. An example of this can be seen in his painting, Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, which is often considered the precursor to Cubism. As Picasso's style evolved, so did Cubism. The second phase, known as synthetic Cubism, saw a shift towards simpler shapes and brighter colors. Picasso started incorporating different textures and materials into his work, like newspaper clippings and fabric, a technique known as collage. This was a significant step in the evolution of modern art, as it blurred the lines between painting and sculpture. Cubism, as an art movement, was groundbreaking. It challenged the status quo and encouraged artists to see the world from a different perspective. And at the heart of this movement was Picasso, constantly pushing boundaries and reinventing himself. His innovative spirit, coupled with his relentless quest for creativity, made him one of the most influential artists of the 20th century. Cubism, a groundbreaking movement, had Picasso's innovative spirit at its core. Picasso's contribution to Cubism was not just about changing the way we see art, but changing the way we see the world. Picasso's journey didn't end with Cubism. His artistic odyssey took another turn when he briefly returned to realism, marking what came to be known as his classical period. This was a time when he revisited the roots of art, creating works that were a stark contrast to the abstract nature of Cubism. Away from the canvas, Picasso's life was as colorful as his art. His personal relationships were complex and multifaceted, with 2 marriages, several mistresses, and 4 children. Despite the challenges and complications, these relationships often served as inspiration for his work, adding another layer of depth to his already rich artistic tapestry. Throughout his life, Picasso produced an estimated 50,000 works of art across various mediums, a testament to his unrelenting creativity and dedication. From his early days in Barcelona and Madrid to his later years in Paris, Picasso constantly reinvented his artistic style and techniques, leaving an indelible mark on the art world. His career spanned nearly 8 decades, significantly contributing to the development of modern art. He was not just an artist, but a pioneer, a visionary who dared to see the world differently and express it through his art. Even after his death in 1973, Picasso's influence continues to reverberate in the world of art. So, who was Pablo Picasso? A Spanish artist born in 1881 who became one of the most influential figures of the 20th century. He unveiled new dimensions in art through Cubism, a movement he co-pioneered, breaking objects apart and reassembling them in abstract form. Picasso's artistic journey spanned nearly 80 years, filled with constant reinvention, experimentation, and over 50,000 artworks. His legacy, a testament to his monumental impact on modern art. What do you admire the most about Pablo Picasso? Share your thoughts in the comments below.